We the champions here in Los Angeles. We doing numbers, bringing home victory straight out the huddle. I'm at the plug, introduced to my brothers. My squad superior, ain't none above us. We doing numbers, gang in the building, we taking it over.
Feeling like I can't miss, baby, it's all in the wrist. You really wanna be the boss, it's expensive. Ain't the real champ if you never defend it. Put in that work, I'ma make them remember. I just broke down hella trees, yelling timber. Stand in the line, they put me in the center. It blow their mind when they see how I'm winning. Went back and doubled up, now you in trouble. My all hustle, my diamonds are huddled up. TGOD got this off the muscle. That's me about my life, man, I love it, I love it. Got so many rings, I need room for another one. Been through the pain, now it ain't no more struggle. My team win the game, put our face on the cover, brother. We the champ.
Today, from GEHA Field at Arrowhead Stadium in Kansas City, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports.
In the air, and the NFL season is in full swing, and we're underway here in Week 4. No run back here on the opening kickoff as we'll start at the 25. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Well, this defense for the Falcons, they played extremely well last week in that win over Green Bay.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Mahomes now to throw. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Chiefs first down.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Hands it off out of the gun. And he's over midfield and into Falcon territory. Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he will have a Chiefs first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, and a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of first downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
And good yardage there on first down, because sometimes all you need to do on the screen is get one key block. That might set your man free, and that was pretty good pursuit to the football defensively, or it could have gone for more.
And he'll be brought down at the 27. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
From the 25 on second down, Mahomes, and he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up first and goal. That catch now puts him on the doorstep of 500. It's his 499th reception. A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, first and goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets them back now for second down. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. The catch good for 6 yards, but now it's third and goal. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Call it a big loss of 10 there. And it's going to bring up a 4th and goal. Butker's kick here is good. And the Chiefs are out to a 3-0 lead. Able to move the ball on that drive. Yes, just 3 points, but 4 first downs were in there.
Yeah, and you can look at it and feel pretty good about the whole thing and think, okay, this should continue throughout this ball game. On the flip side, if you're a defender, it's almost like, whew, we only gave up 3. They moved the ball on us pretty well.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now a play fake here on first down. He'll buy some time right. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 78 yards, and a touchdown.
And that was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy the defenses had better focus on.
On second, here's Algier, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The Falcons hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line. Now a first carry for their fullback. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
3rd and 1, who are you going to call? Not the scat back. You go with the big man. Hand him the ball and let him get upfield and pick up a first down.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Dodges him at the 50. And he'll be brought down at the 50 after a gain of about 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Out to his left. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They'll run on first down. Weathers, they find some open field here. That's good for 21 yards and a first down. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good,
Yeah.
backside guys,
Man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who could do more than one thing, and I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Off the play fake. Skinner. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. Calling a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to make it 4th down. Koo knocks this one through the post, and that will tie us at 3-3. So matching field goals on our opening 2 drives.
Yeah, it feels like 2 boxers feeling each other out here in the early going of the game, right? Exchanging some jabs, but none of the heavy stuff just yet.
And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive. And a methodical drive last time, but they couldn't get that knockout blow. They had to settle for 3.
But you got to like what they've been doing along the way, right? It's almost like the body blows, the setup punch. As you said, they didn't get the knockout blow here, but that doesn't mean it can't come later in the game on another possession. And the defense on the other side,
maybe a little gas.
Yeah, a little tired. And if nothing else, they just feel relieved getting upfield, only giving up 3. They don't exactly feel like they've handled the offense.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll fight for a couple as the tackle is made at about the 32.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
And he will have a Chiefs 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And that's a gutsy call there on 3rd and short because that's a play that's got a good chance of being blown up in the backfield for a big loss of yardage. But nice job out wide to gather in that screen pass, use his blockers well, and pick up the 1st down.
And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now here's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And that's going to be good for another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Falcons' 34-yard line. On play action, it's Mahomes. And that's complete downfield to Parker. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 23 yards, the final tally. These 2 teams all tied after 1. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. To throw, it's Mahomes. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 2nd down, it's Knight. And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. Now Mahomes. And it's a fumble, and the Falcons grab it. And a short return to the 6-yard line.
I don't know about you, but I'm going to go to the positive side this time. Yeah, there was a fumble at the end of this one, but what a sustained drive. And if they keep stringing those together, you got to like their chances.
And credit the defense, though. You're out there for that long, you start to get tired, but they were able to get the turnover.
Did you just credit the defense?
I like to credit the defense and the offense.
I like you.
And the analysts.
That's perfect.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
That was pretty nice to watch as he matched the route with the receiver and stayed right there, stuck to him like glue, almost hip to hip, shoulder to shoulder, helped force the incompletion.
Going down the middle, and it's complete. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. A gain of 22. This is Hines. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
That was good. Running right up the middle, and if the defense can't penetrate and make him slow his pace or change direction, that's often the end result.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. They run again with Hines. And some pretty strong running there as he'll take this across the 50 and down to the 44. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they'll work this down inside the 30.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Off-play action. Skinner. Got a man over the middle, and it's complete. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A good pickup there, 26 yards.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here
and he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there. His first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Falcons go nearly the length of the field and finish it off with 6 points. A try here for the extra point. And it is up. And it's good. That'll make our score 10-3 now. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's capped off by a touchdown run of 6 yards. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated. Because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
So the penalty yards marched off on the face mask. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way, and really we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And now off to the races down the right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Kansas City. Mecole Hardman, his first touchdown on the year. And the Chiefs are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point by Butker is on target. And we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, certainly they'd rather have the scenario they had last time. Now, Charles, remember they had the short field. They took it in the end zone. Now this is going to have to be a longer, more sustained drive if they want to get points.
Yeah, a little bit more of a quick strike opportunity last time by where they were on the field, and you're exactly right about that. But now, backed up a little bit. What's that old expression we love to use? Time to matriculate the ball down the field.
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Falcons. Kyle Pitts, 77 yards. And the Falcons are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Boy, Charles, this offense is just so explosive. They lead the league in scoring, and another example of just how good they are right there on that play.
Yeah, we often overstate about how explosive teams are, but this team is truly a threat to score on every snap, especially on the first few plays of any series. And a big strike like that only adds to their reputation as the league's best offense.
Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. And now here comes Kansas City. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. Complete. The tight end, Kelsey. Only able to gain a couple there, and that's going to bring up 2nd down.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Mahomes. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. He had the touchdown earlier. This one's going to get him a 1st down. CD, with that last pass, he joined a group of about 50 other men that are over 30,000 career passing yards. So, look, he's not at the top, but that's pretty good company.
Yeah, it's not the most exclusive fraternity in the NFL, but it's a pretty good one, isn't it? You still have to put some numbers up in order to get in, okay? The secret knock is still there. How about him getting it done? Proud of him.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Throwing now is Mahomes. And he'll just get rid of it.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. Mecole Hardman, the intended target. And it'll bring up 3rd down. Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains. And he comes back with one complete. And he'll get this to the 40, but that's still going to be a few yards short of the first down. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. They'll go for it. It's Mahomes. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Mahomes picked by his ex-teammate Marcus Peters. And the Falcons are going to get it back here just past the 35. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
They go play action here on first down. Rolling to his right, and he fires one incomplete. And there we saw rolling right out of the pocket. Maybe his momentum taking him toward that sideline led him a little too far.
Yeah, that is difficult, isn't it? Plus, you're closing down your space, right? You're shortening the field for your receivers. And their inclination is to go towards the sidelines as fast as the quarterback is as well. Hard for them to throttle down to leave themselves with enough room to stay in bounds and catch the ball.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Now on third down, an extra DB out there for the Chiefs. Operating from the gun. Skinner escaping the pressure right. He's got his pass-catching tight end. That's Pitts. And he is going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll go option to the short side. And he'll get this to the 22. So they began the play at the 11, and it's a gain of 11. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there, and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it. Most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. That leads us to a 1st and goal. It's a pickup of 8.
And this is just a little touch pass. They send the receiver in motion, just kind of tap it forward to it. Now, it doesn't turn into a huge play, but they do pick up a first down, a nice consistent gain.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Let's go now.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught at the 7-yard line. 3 yards is the gain that time. 2nd and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And this is caught for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Falcons go up by 2 touchdowns. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Coup now for the point after. And the lead is up to 14. That time a 9-play drive. And the end result, an Atlanta touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's Coup to kick off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Now the Chiefs offense, they get ready to head on the field. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points. but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Now the ball comes loose. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble. And defensively, maybe an opportunity missed there.
No doubt about it. When that ball's out, all you're thinking about as a defender is, this is our chance to make a huge play. Instead, he's able to recover his own fumble. Big sigh of relief.
Yeah, usually those wide receiver fumbles, there's open space around for the defense, but not there. He hops right back on it. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Throwing again on second down. Mahomes. And the ball is knocked out. And the Falcons grab it. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well. So now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
Off the play fake. Skinner. He's going to rifle one deep left side. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. And the Chiefs are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. He's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. There they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll just keep 2 hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Working from the gun, Mahomes. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Levi Wallace with a pick. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before.
Touchdown, Falcons! A great effort there as the first half is winding down. And the Falcons will extend their lead here just before halftime. Now Younghoe Koo for the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21 points. A nice tidy little drive there, getting the ball in excellent field position and only 1 play to score it. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. They're going to take this up close to the 40, so really good starting field position. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. And with decent starting field position, they're maybe only a couple completions away from field goal range. Mahomes' throw here complete to Kelsey. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. He'll look to throw. And Mahomes misfires again, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. And we will not see a return to start the half, as this will be a touchback. So here are the Falcons to take over on offense. They're on a 3-game winning streak, and right now looking good in this one as well. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And this will be a Falcons first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Right back to him on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
Off play action. Skinner. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the third quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
And just 1 yard here from the 49 to the 50. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Algier again on 2nd down. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 44.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hines. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 32-yard line. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. They run with Hines. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
On 2nd down, right back to Hines. And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 22. 60 yards rushing for him now to this point. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's going to have a first down here as he gets this one to the 17-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
3rd and inches, they just hand it to the big battering ram there. That's football 101, isn't it? That's bread and butter. Turn around and hand it to the big fella and let him get forward for a first down.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. From 17 yards out. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So take away the touchdown. The officials rule he did not get the football to break the plane. Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he will take it in for a Falcon touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And the Falcons score to cap it off. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Fields it right around the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible that this possession is an empty one.
Well, still in the third quarter here. Now, you look at the scoreboard, that deficit probably a little too much to overcome, but completions like that may be something to build on for future. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway, and all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Kadarius Toney, 56 yards, and the Chiefs are able to make some inroads here to that deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Atlanta regains possession of the football. Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Skinner over the middle. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Throwing on first down. Skinner. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he'll be brought down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down. They'll stick with Algier, and he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls, are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A 23-yard run. Another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the third quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team is.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Falcons are going to take possession of the football. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
Here's 2nd and a yard.
19 tight.
Operating from the gun, Skinner. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
And the Falcons are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
And Brandon, you know that expression? He just does what he does. It sounds trite, doesn't it? But in this case, it's perfectly apt. This is one of the better runners in the NFL. And all he does is just find avenues, find ways to pick up key first downs and big runs.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And he is going to lose yardage here. The defensive coordinators love that. You got a cornerback willing to stick his nose in there, come up on run support, and stop that pop pass dead in its tracks.
And partner, one good thing about trying to defend that play, you should see it coming the whole way. You see the receiver coming in motion in your direction. Nice job eluding the blocker, making the play behind the line of scrimmage, but an even better job studying the play before you have to try and defend it in a game.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Off the play fake. Skinner. They'll roll him out right. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. That's their quarterback with now his 2nd touchdown of this third quarter. And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. Taking it about the 1. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The KC offense out of the huddle, ready for their next drive. Well, we're still in the third quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable. Now, a win, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we've played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Throwing is Mahomes on third. Open man, it's the tight end Kelsey. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Now, fourth quarter, certainly not enough time for a comeback, but nice to see them making use of the time remaining to try and make this one a little more respectable.
Yeah, I think the ultimate goal, good execution, be crisp, be sharp, and find a way to put some points on the board to make this thing look just a little bit better.
So the completion results there in 9 yards, and that'll give them a short yardage situation here for second down. He'll drop to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And he'll be brought down on the other side of midfield at the 43. Mahomes to throw once more. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they'll have a 2nd and 1 forthcoming. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this is Parker, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Back to throw again. To the right side, it's Kelsey. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down. They'll look to throw again. On the slant, he's got Hardman. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Mecole Hardman. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chiefs get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Extra point by Butker is on target. And that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
69 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. It's a big play there for Atlanta. 45 yards.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away. And frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Falcons are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this fourth quarter advantage. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's Koo to kick off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film section in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again. Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
2 yards on the pickup there, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. Now it's Mahomes again. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
Mahomes complete to his tight end. It's Kelsey. And he's going to be marked down just inside the 35.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
The Chiefs on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This time it's 3rd and 3. And he'll be taken down at about the 22-yard line.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
On 1st down, Mahomes. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Mahomes. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
Here comes the Atlanta offense now ready to take over here. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malik Hooker, and the Chiefs will take over here just shy of the 30. Now they get a 4th quarter pick, a little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Completes it to Hardman. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
From the 44, Mahomes. Throw left side complete. That's Parker. And he's going to be taken down just shy of the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Now a toss here, short side. And able to fight forward inside the 15 to the 13. 56 yards on the ground for him so far. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now back to throw. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And the Chiefs are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. Mahomes now to throw. The quick slant caught. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal.
Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender. But the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
2nd down and goal. Mahomes. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Butker now to add the extra point. And that will cut this lead down to 25. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And Devontae Parker able to finish it off with a touchdown reception. Taken in at the 3. Atlanta now coming out on the field. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made. That one covers 24 yards. It's a 1st down. They have been unstoppable this afternoon, Charles. They just went after them from the start, and pass plays like we just saw, they're continuing their dominance here despite the big lead in the 4th quarter.
And that they have in every way, and plays like that across all phases of the game, they've just been effortless for them in this one. And that's what's helped them build such a large lead and allowed them to smile as this game continues.
And he'll be dropped just shy of the 35 at the 34. A pickup of 17 on a play that originated at the 17. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And now a fumble. The ball's out, and it's picked up by the Chiefs. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S, ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are
well, Mahomes can't get away, and down he goes. Cameron Jordan wreaking havoc with a sack. The Falcons going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Looking to throw is Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. They're going to look to throw. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
That's coverage you'd expect to see in a tie game late. Not in a lopsided game like this. They are not letting up.
Now Mahomes got to have this one. Open receiver here, complete. It's Parker. And he is going to have the Chiefs first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. And again, it's Mahomes. And that one going to be off target and incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Mahomes, it's complete to Parker, left side. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 3rd and 5. Now here's Mahomes. I'm not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
Mahomes going to go on 4th down. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the Falcons come up with a late turnover, but it would probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but